Rival Wisdom's Team 6 of 52 Teams of 8. Help make America wiser and kinder with antique quotes that have passed the test of time to make humanity great with words of wisdom to encourage, educate and entertain generations for centuries. Get a competitive edge with faster reading skills, alpha cipher puzzles and repetitive easy math to help us all grow wiser and kinder. Team Quote 6.1. Be the measure great or small, let it be honest in every part. John Bright 1811–1889. This quote underscores the importance of integrity, regardless of the scale or significance of the task at hand. Whether you're dealing with something big or small, being truthful and sincere in every aspect is key. It's like saying honesty should be the foundation of everything you do. Have you noticed how this plays out in daily life? John Bright was a British radical and liberal statesman and orator. He saw himself as a spokesman for the middle class and strongly opposed the privileges of the landed aristocracy. Team Quote 6.2. Prejudices are the chains forged by ignorance to keep men apart. Marguerite Gardner 1789–1849. This quote suggests that prejudice is born out of ignorance and misunderstanding, and it acts like a chain that divides people. Prejudice, being an unfair and unreasonable opinion formed without knowledge, can create barriers between individuals and groups, preventing unity and understanding. So, essentially, it's saying that the more we educate ourselves and each other, the more we can break these chains and come together. Thoughts? Marguerite Gardner was a self-educated Irish writer who rose from poverty. Known for her charm and wit, as well for her generosity and extravagant tastes. Team Quote 6.3. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Mark Twain 1835–1910. The rest of the quote. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks, and starting on the first one. Samuel Langhorne Clemens, known to most by his pen name Mark Twain, was an American writer, humorist, entrepreneur, publisher and lecturer. Team Quote 6.4. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. Plato 428 BC. 348 BC. This quote suggests that doing something good over and over again is always beneficial. If an action is positive and constructive, there's no downside to repeating it, even if it might seem redundant. Consistency in good actions builds strong habits and lasting positive outcomes. Do you agree? Plato was an Athenian philosopher during the classical period in ancient Greece. He founded the first institution of higher learning in the Western world, called the Academy. Team Quote 6.5. Can you imagine what I would do if I could do all I can? Sun Tzu 545 BC. 496 BC. This quote challenges the limitations we often place on ourselves. It speaks to the vast potential within each person and asks us to reflect on what we could achieve if we fully tapped into our abilities and resources. Imagine living without holding back, pursuing dreams without fear or hesitation. It's a powerful thought, isn't it? Sun Tzu was a Chinese general, philosopher and author of The Art of War, which focused more on alternatives to battle, influencing both Eastern and Western militaries. Team Quote 6.6. Good. Better. Best. Never let it rest, till your good is better and your better is best. Saint Jerome 347 AD, 420 AD. This quote is all about pushing yourself to achieve excellence. It emphasizes the importance of continuous improvement. Don't settle for good when you can make it better, and don't stop at better when you can achieve best. It's a call to never be complacent. Saint Jerome was a Latin priest and historian, known for his translation of the Bible into Latin, and his commentaries on the Gospels. Team Quote 6.7. Common sense is not so common. Voltaire 1694–1778. The concept of common sense is a long-standing term, based on human experience and people's individual perceptions. Common sense isn't actually common, in either sense. It is different from person to person, and may not be employed even when many editors could agree on what it is in a particular situation. Voltaire was a French writer, historian, and philosopher famous for his wit, advocacy of freedom of speech and separation of church and state. Team Quote 6.8. Knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. Anton Chekhov 1860–1904. Chekhov highlights the importance of applying knowledge in practical ways. The true worth of knowledge lies in its application and implementation in our lives, rather than mere accumulation. Anton Pavlovich Chekhov was a Russian playwright and short story writer who is considered to be among the greatest writers of short fiction in history.